Hello, friends and fellow subscribers. It is AK here, and today I'm bringing you some Battlefield 3. It has actually been a while since I've posted some gameplay of this. It's kind of a long game. Usually long games are what Battlefield 3 is, I guess, known for. So, and I mean, it holds up to that on a pretty usual basis. So, this one was pretty short. Actually, we run them just they really don't get any chance. I'm in the tank for a little while, but for most of the match, I believe, or at least, yeah, majority of the match anyway, I'm using the Asphalt. And for most of you who don't know, and not those of you, most of you, because nobody's really going to know this except for the people who play Battlefield 3, the Asphalt is a suppressed, it has to be a suppressed SMG. It is automatically has an SMG attached to it as soon as you get it. It doesn't matter. You can never take it off. That's part of the gun. Which leads into my discussion today, as you could see by the title, which would be stealth. Basically, I'm just going to go into what I think stealth is in COD and what stealth is in the other games I have done it in. Now, I just got into stealth recently. I haven't been into it too long, but I really enjoy it because I've always liked to manipulate the enemies, but it's even more so now with stealth because it's like, oh, I'm over here. I'm actually right behind you. Haha, I backstabbed you. That type of thing, instead of what I've usually been doing, which is majority of just like, I flanked you, and then it's like, oh, I'll fake you out because you think you're following me, and then I just turn the corner again and kill you. That type of manipulation, but now it's even more so. But I'm going to tell you Battlefield 3 first. Battlefield 3 stealth is really a welcome thing. It's really highly, well, quite a few people do it anyway. It's somewhat big. It's at least like when you die by them, it's like, oh man, I should have been watching my back, or something like that. I'm going to interrupt myself right here real quick because I was like 1 or 2 seconds off. And then, as soon as I died, I destroyed a tank and killed myself because I was out of the zone. But then everybody started moving up as soon as I had died. But anyway, back to the actual discussion. I just hated that. I was like, ugh. So anyway, it's welcome in Battlefield 3. It takes some skill. You always have to flank, and backstabbing's a big thing. It kind of represents some skill in Battlefield 3. So there's that. And then when you go into other games, some games don't even provide. Actually, there's quite a few games that don't really provide stealth. But a game like Battle Royale, they introduced Sly, and I thought that this was very sly of them. I'm gonna use his name as the actual word as well, but they introduced him as a stealth character, and I found that really interesting because in Brawl, which is what most people at least say that they're copying, which I'm not going to say they aren't, but usually they are exactly the same except different character, different move sets. But in this game, it's like, oh, well, Sly in his games is a really stealthy person. All right, then he doesn't get a block button. He gets to turn invisible. So I mean, I thought that was really cool that they even added some stealth into that fighting game. And you don't usually associate fighting with stealth. I mean, stealth is kind of a warfare tactic, I guess you could say. A thing that most people wouldn't really associate with anything besides any FPS type thing. Maybe MMOs or RPGs, that type of thing. Maybe that as well. Get the drop on somebody when your orc is level 50. I don't know. I'm not I'm not an RPG player or anything like that. So, and then there's COD, and COD is the weirdest of them all for stealth. I've actually gone back and I've played Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and I didn't play Modern Warfare 3 actually. But from the experience I got, Modern Warfare 2 is the most stealthy out of any of the CODs, at least after it. I don't know about before, because World at War I think you could be pretty stealthy with. There were some pretty big maps and stuff. And COD 4, I would say it's probably decent. I don't really remember. I didn't play that game too much. I played it a little bit, but it was kind of broken by the time I got to it. Anyway, That's not really my point. My point is in Modern Warfare 2, if you wanted to be stealthy, you had to give something up. You had to give up your most prized possession, which is stopping power. You basically, I mean, and this is kind of like the philosophy of stealth. If you're going to be stealthy, you have to give up something that's very precious to you. Extra damage, the advantage over somebody in a 1v1 situation, you have to give that up and make it an unfair fight every time for stealth. And that's kind of how stealth works, and that even proves the point even more when I see that, because it's like, oh, well, you either get stronger bullets, so you win more one-on-one fights, or you at least have a chance because everybody uses stopping power in the game, or you use cold-blooded and you play the stealth game, and you know you're not supposed to be found, but if you are found, you'll probably not win the gunfight unless if you are just superior skill, or he was really inaccurate, or you know, whatever the case may be. You got a lucky headshot, or not, maybe a skillful headshot. I don't judge, but that's my point. Is in that game, I would agree that stealth is a real thing, but Black Ops, I would say that highly changed. As much as I praise Black Ops for a lot of the things that it had right about it, I would say that stealth is one thing that they did not even think about including. Which, I mean, I don't know if it should be in the games. I'll probably try it either way, you know, one way or another. But my main point about it is, it's in Black Ops, Ghost in a silencer isn't for, like, sitting on the edges of the map taking people out, like I said with Modern Warfare 2, those unfair situations. It's about just, like, using it as a tool to run around and not be seen on the minimap so you can flank. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily wrong, but it is really an unfair advantage to all the people who like run lightweight. It's like, well, that's clearly a thing you're supposed to be using. If you're going to be like flanking, you want to be faster than them. You want to get to places faster than them, so use lightweight. But instead, people put Ghost on, and they just run around. They don't even like flank or anything with Ghost. That's the stupidest part, is they're just not seen on the radar. And this is the worst part about it, is you don't give anything up in Black Ops. It's just a fair fight, except it's not, because you have not only stealth when you use Ghost, you also have not any less damage bullets with you, like you did in Modern Warfare 2. So you have this stealth, so you get the drop on people before they even know you're there, and you kill just as fast as them. That basically makes a recipe for disaster. I mean, how are they even gonna be able to compete with you? You know, there's just not really a chance. When in this game, a lot of the silenced weapons, they're actually a little bit more balanced, because in COD, a suppressed weapon basically means less damage. Like with sniper rifles and stuff, it means less damage. In this game, it does just as much damage with a suppressor than without. But the drop is what changes. That's the actual, like, statistic of a suppressor, is if you're going to put it on, your disadvantage is you will have to deal with a little bit more drop. But anyway, that is the end of the gameplay and the commentary. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you guys later. Bye.